We're good. What's going on, everybody? Nick J. Giacone back again with another video. I hope you guys are all doing well, having a great day. My voice is a little out of touch, but it's alright. We're doing good. I'm doing fine. Hope you guys are doing fine. 2018, we're in the midst of it already. It's January. A lot of stupid shit's been going on YouTube. A lot of stupid shit's been going on with Big T. But I figured before we get on with my top 5 trends that I would love to see happen in 2018, I just want to do some changes. It's 2018, I want to change some shit up. I'm getting tired of me sitting at this angle with this 50mm lens, looking at me cutting my head off. So we're going to go a little wide. I got a couple other lenses. You've seen me use my wide angle lenses before in other videos. That's when my lighting was a little shittier. I didn't have a consistent light source. So things are going to look a little different. Hopefully from now on, I'm going to change things up a little bit more, but I'm tired of having my body cropped because of this lens up here. So we're going to change that shit real quick, and we'll move on with the rest of the shit I want to be talking about. This is weird. I'm so used to 50mm going straight to 14. God damn it. Alright, everybody, welcome back. It's me, Nick J. Giacone, coming at you, finally, with the conclusion of this top trends video. Believe it or not, I've recorded this 3 separate times already, and the first 2 times I was very unsatisfied with the footage that I got back, so I'm here with you right now. Got the wide angle, alright? I'm hopefully in focus. If I'm not in focus, I'm gonna be so upset. So upset, you won't even believe it. Because that's my main problem. Gotta get myself in focus. Gotta make sure you guys aren't looking at a blurry face here. Anyway, I just want to cut to the chase. I have these trends that have been sitting on my phone. I've been reading it 3 separate times or 3 separately recorded videos, all for the same purpose. I'm just so tired of getting... I'm just so tired of sitting in front of this camera. I'm trying to record it, and it does not go through. So I'm going to try to make this simple, easy, and quick. I have 4 official trends with 1 extra one that can be added to the list or could be considered a honorable mention. But mainly it's 4 things I'm looking forward to for 2018 when it comes to streetwear, designer fashion, what we'll be seeing on social media, on YouTube, everything. This is everything. Everything compiled into 1 video here. So there were 5 trends that I disliked very much from 2017 that I wish would not return this year in 2018. We're already in the middle of the month. It's January. And we gotta look onward. We gotta look onward with a refreshing new take on 2018 when it comes to fashion and streetwear. I'm gonna look at it that way, so I hope you guys do as well. So number 1, we're gonna start off number 1 with a banger. We got ourselves Balenciaga. And it's just gonna be a continuation off of what Balenciaga has already done last year in 2017. I said this multiple times already. They changed the game with their dadcore, normcore look that they had influenced on their already oversized, very grotesque looking sort of 1980s nostalgia. Of course, the big hitter, the Triple S. But other notable things I would say would be the way that they have introduced the wide leg pant and a more contemporary take on modern oversized suiting, especially for menswear, but also in women's wear. I think what they have done so far last year, it has been incredible. I love everything that they have released. Of course, it's not the most affordable stuff in the world, but it's something that I think a lot of other brands can look at as an influence and then take their pick and choose what they like from it, and then alternatively make garments that are more accessible to people, whether that be with fast fashion brands like H&M, which I highly doubt it this year especially, but like, of course, Zara. I could potentially see Zara taking influences from what Balenciaga is doing this year and last season, and then implementing that into their fast fashion collection that they'll be releasing in 2018. So expect to see more of this dadcore look be, I guess you could say, implemented into a lot more people's wardrobes. You're not going to stop seeing the wide leg pants. You're not going to stop seeing the oversized dress shirts and the influence of what you would call dadcore into streetwear fashion. So Balenciaga, it's a big one. I think it's going to be very impactful. Number 2, I have industrial wear. So this means basically the aesthetic or the look of industrial wear that comes from what I would consider being Alyx or Carhartt or Dickies, this workwear style, but a little bit more tactical. You know, what Alyx is doing currently with their roller coaster rigger belts, the packs for the chest. I've seen some people, of course, who's Jacob Wallace is rocking the tactical vest. You know, you can get a little sus when it comes to wearing the tactical stuff, but for the most part, when you pair it nicely with a white T-shirt or a white hoodie, anything along the lines of a lighter coloration with the black tactical gear on top of it, I think it looks really well. Some people can pull it off, some people can't. I said in my last video, in the trends that I was not very fond of, I didn't like the excess of bags that everybody was wearing in 2017. The Supreme bags wrapped around your chest. Everyone had off-white belts wrapped around their legs and arms. I know I was exaggerating a little bit when I put some of the pictures in there, but kind of, you know, some people were doing that for the photo, for the gram, for the flex. But I think it's gonna be harder for people, especially the more YouTube social media hypebeasts to implement this Alyx look into their wardrobes. Besides the belt, I think the belt is very easy for people to start wearing. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. It's a good way to push it. I think pushing bags in the direction of tactical gear is very refreshing. I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. And I'll have some links down below to some alternatives to what Alyx is offering on Amazon and on some firefighter gear websites, other things like that in that nature. It's going to be a big thing. It's popping. Of course, the Vans collaboration from last summer with Alyx was big, and it's even bigger now because I can't even find the Vans, the old schools or the the Style 36s. I can't find them anywhere, and I really want those, but I know I'm probably not going to get them, especially for a good price. But I would say Alyx is going to do some banger collaborations this year if people want to approach them for collaborations, and I think it's going to end up going off pretty well. I think the look is going to be a big hitter for 2018. So moving on to the next thing. This one's a little bit personal. I would say it's something that I've kind of decided upon myself that I think is going to get popular. I'm going to implement it into my own wardrobe. That is 70s prints and patterns. I have a list that will be on the screen here that will show you guys all the patterns I'm personally liking that are from the 70s, derived from the 70s. But I'm thinking about Argyle, Nail's Head, Tattershell, and Graph Check. Graph Check, I saw Avery, Gear Tour Gear, use in that video where he paired it with his big old potato sack, Twin Peaks vest. He was looking for that office worker vibe, oversized dress shirt. And I think that pattern is very, very beautiful. I can imagine that being utilized not only in shirts, but these patterns being utilized in socks and pants. I know Fear of God last year released their plaid pant, but I don't think plaid is going to be the real pattern of 2018. A lot of brands are going to jump on pattern pants, but I think plaid is going to be a little overdone. So I think most of the people that are going to jump on this wave are going to stick with these 70s style patterns. Nail's Head and Tattershell are very interesting. I actually have a suit that I just got from my uncle that has, I think, a Tattershell pattern as an old overprint, and I think it's really beautiful, and I think I can tailor it and do a little DIY cut and sew for myself to try to get those to work for myself, tailored to my body. So I think those patterns, those four in particular, but also others that maybe some people are interested in, will be very popular. Definitely Argyle socks. I think those are going to be great. I think there's some Gosha Argyle socks that I really love. I can't find them. I think I've seen some of them pop up on Grailed, but I have some ones that I just got from Target. I mean, these kind of patterns are everywhere. They're old man kind of patterns, playing into that dadcore thing that Balenciaga is really pushing from last year and this year. And I think a lot of people are going to jump on the wave. I think it's going to be really cool to have these kind of patterns. Also, on top of this is one of the honorable mentions, I would say, because it's very small. It's a very specific thing, but I think it's going to be utilized in this patterned category. But that is flare pants. I don't think we're going to get full bell bottom, but I think a lot of styles, especially the patterns I mentioned previously, will be implemented on flare pants. So we're going to wrap it up here. With the first one, of course, my number one pick. I think Vans are going to have their official takeover this year. I think they've already taken over 2 years ago. The old school was introduced back into the threshold. It was revived. A lot of people were starting rocking it. I think Fear of God really got a lot of people jumping on the Vans wave in 2016. But also Gosha, of course, Alyx, like I mentioned. There's so many great Vans collabs, especially on the old school model, that a lot of people are really implementing them into their wardrobe. I keep saying implementing, but there's not another word I can think of currently. People are buying and using this shoe for their outfits a lot more than in previous years of streetwear. I think it's going to have its peak this year in 2018. I think the old school and the Style 36 will be the top shoe that everybody wants to wear. Whereas last year, the Air Force One model was definitely the number one sneaker that everybody was after when it came to a standard staple, a timeless sneaker. And I think the old school is still and will always be a timeless sneaker, but this year in 2018, a lot more people are going to jump on that wave, jump on that look, and utilize the Style 36, which I imagine will have a lot more collaborations done this year in 2018. I think Vans is going to re-release the Style 36 way more this year in comparison to previous years. So imagine all those old vintage styles coming back in 2018, and a lot of people are going to definitely buy these shoes. So that's kind of going to wrap up all the things that I'm kind of anticipating for 2018 when it comes to streetwear or runway designer fashion, whatever you want to call it, all mixed together in this big old melting pot. Regardless though, especially based off of my last video, I don't care what anybody's into, and nobody should really care what we're all into on an individual perspective. We all love what we love, and no one can ever stop any of us individually from loving and being passionate about something that's very important to us. And in this case, when it comes to certain styles, if people really love Supreme and big logo hypebeast streetwear, then love that stuff. That's amazing. People are into tech wear, people are into vintage wear. There's so many different types of fashion that people can get into and really express themselves with. So just keep going with that. Don't hate. Don't hate for no goddamn reason. Just we're all in this together. We're all a big community. Just support each other, and I think that's going to have a brighter 2018, hopefully, in streetwear culture. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up. I've gone through this list about 3 or 4 times currently after trying to film this video on multiple different occasions. I'm glad it's finally over. I'm going to get it edited and uploaded, and other videos that I'm way more excited about filming will be coming out as well. Just want to get this one out of the way for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the angle. I hope that I'm in focus right now, and I hope that the wider aspect ratio is a lot better than me being cropped in on my 50mm lens. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm signing out.